Hello, comic book fans. Today I just wanted to share with you and promote one of my favorite comic book series of all time, and that is Y the Last Man. It is a fantastic comic book series created by Brian K. Vaughan and Pia Guerra, which is published by Vertigo Comics. I absolutely love this comic book series. It would probably, if I were to do a top 10 of all time, it would probably crack my top 3. I love this series. So what happens in this story is all living mammals with a Y chromosome, including embryos and sperm, simultaneously die. So every male mammal on Earth is dead. However, one does manage to survive, which is our main character here. His name is Yorick Brown. And he survives along with his capuchin monkey, you see here. And he is also a male. So they are the only two male living creatures left on Earth. So Yorick, not knowing what to do, he seeks out his mother, who is a US Congresswoman. And this is really where our adventure starts. As Yorick's mother assigns a protector for him named Agent 355 of the Sulphur Ring, which is a covert operations agency. And she is going to protect and escort Yorick to meet Dr. Allison Mann, who is a geneticist and cloning expert. And that's really when the story takes off and it blows up into a global adventure full of cool twists and turns and really interesting characters. And I don't really want to go too much into the story beyond that, as it is one of the greatest stories I've ever read in a comic book series. And I highly suggest you pick these books up any way you can and check it out. I'm only going to flip through book 1 here just to give you an idea. I love the artwork in this series. One of the best things about this book in particular I love is the paper they used. It's almost like a cardboard type feeling. It's nice and thick and it's not glossy, so it's easy to read in bright lights, outdoors, wherever you want to read. I really like it. Really good binding in these books and good quality. One thing I'll say I love that this series did is because throughout this adventure you meet tons of interesting characters, like I said before. And at the end of this series, they actually go back and kind of show what some of the characters you've met along the way are up to by the end of the adventure and how they've been coping with the... No, I don't want to... I'm trying to avoid spoilers here, sorry. Anyways, you just get to catch up with a lot of the characters by the end of the story and find out what they've been up to. So I'll just leave it at that. And I really appreciated that in this storytelling. So, because you do meet a lot of really cool characters, and it is fun to see. Okay, that person's been doing this ever since then. Ever since Yorick found them, or discovered them, or interacted with them. And I really did like the explanation for why every man on Earth died, or every mammal with a Y chromosome died on Earth simultaneously. It's pretty cool, actually. It's nothing you would ever expect. I don't think anyone would ever predict what would happen. So that's book 1 of a 5-book collection I have. Now, it was originally released in 60 issues, and then it was published into trade paperbacks, and you can now get it in these hardcover collections, and there's 5 of these books. So there's book 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These do have dust jackets on them, and it's just the Y the Last Man symbol in the cover there. Nothing on the sides, nothing on the back. Just very plain. Now there's 2 ways to get these in hardcovers. You can get these 5 books like you see here, and checking on Amazon, they float around $20 US or $25 Canadian a piece. They're 11 inches, 28 centimeters tall, and now you can also get the Absolute Y the Last Man collection, which is 2 books, and they are 15 inches tall and 38 centimeters tall and 15 inches tall. So, and they come with a little bit extras, like this one, these book series here, you get some sketch work. And this one, and these other ones here, like on this book, book 2, you get like a script for one of the issues, which is really interesting. I don't know what the extras you get in the Absolute Y the Last Man collection. I'm going to assume it's a lot more. I haven't read any of the Absolute collections like Preacher, but they are a little more pricey. I've seen book 1 is around $90 US and $103 Canadian, floating around there, and book 2 is not released until September 20th, 2016. And I've seen it priced around $112 US to $162 Canadian. Now I would expect those prices to change as they're on this. That's just what I saw on Amazon. But you are looking around, you can get this entire series here in these 5 hardcover books for around $100 US. And then you're looking at quite a bit more, you know, you're looking at around $180, $200 for the Absolute collections. Now I don't know if that's worth the extra investment, but either way, it might be. I would check it out if this is something you're definitely interested in. I would highly suggest you pick these books up in any format you choose. It is an excellent story. I highly recommend it. So that's it. I just wanted to share this with everyone and promote it because it is a fantastic read. You should definitely read this. So thanks for watching my video, everyone.